Welcome back to Everything Goes. Today I'm in the studio with my man John.
Here.
Got my man E to the right.
Yes, sir. I'm in his John.
Got my man Will all the way on the end.
Yo.
And we're going to jump right into it. The first topic of today, we're going to move over to the NBA. How do you guys feel about opening nights? I need your thoughts and predictions.
Oh, yeah.
I roll up my thoughts. I roll up my predictions real quick. I got Celtics over the... So, the Knicks and the Celtics are playing on opening night Wednesday.
7:30.
And then the Lakers and the Wolves is playing the late night game. I got the C's and I got the Lakers. The C's, I think they're carrying that Olympic momentum into game one. They'll probably smack the Knicks. I just don't think they'll win. The Lakers, we'll get into it, later in the show, but the Lakers have been looking revamped under JJ's offense, and then their rookie that they got, Connect. They're looking kind of solid, and I like them over the Wolves opening night. I think it's an adjustment, and they'll be showing the Wolves things that they haven't, shown before. And Bron and AD, well, really Bron, game one fully energized off of a full all season of rest. Yeah, I can take the Lakers.
For the Celtics game, I'm taking the Celtics as well. I feel like it's going to happen the same way John said. I think the Celtics going to smack the Knicks. I think that Kristaps is going to be an X factor in this game if he can either match or contain Cat. I think Drew and Derek White are on a high from the chip in the Olympics, the role that they played on the team, and then JT and JB, they both felt slighted. JB didn't get an invite at all, and then JT got an invite and went from starting to not playing at all. Gotcha. I think they both got that weight on their shoulders, but it's more so of a motivation than a tarnish to them. I think that's going to motivate them. And I think just as a team, I was talking to Chris about it, I think that as a team, they just feel like the league don't respect their championship and the way that they dominated in the league leading up to that championship. And they're going to come out opening night and smack the Knicks. I just don't think that their new pieces are going to adjust and make a difference with this same core, same team. I think it's going to be a similar approach and it's going to be similar results, which is going to be a defensive-led, dominating display. And then for the Lakers, I think Ant going to play hard as hell and take a lot of shots, trying to, carry on that momentum from the Olympics. I think that it's important to note kind of how he ended the season, saying that he felt like he ran out of gas. Like I said, he went to the Olympics, he won gold, so he trying to bring that into the season. I think that whatever his points is, go over it. But I don't think it's going to be enough as long as AD not hurt, as long as he don't play any type of basketball different than what we've seen in the last 6 months. I think that he'll dominate. He'll give you 30 and 10 on opening night and live up to the moment. And Bron is going to do Bron things in year 35. So I'll go Lakers over T-Wolves too.
Got you. So, E, I actually agree with you on one thing. So I'm going to start with the Boston and the Knicks matchup. So I do think Boston is going to win that matchup, but I got them winning a close ball game. I think it's going to come down to fourth quarter, final 3-4 minutes. Now, whether they're going to win by 4 or 8 or 9, I don't think that's going to be decided until the final 3 or 4 minutes. I do think they're going to win a game, though, but I think it's going to be closer than what you think it is. Okay. And then going on to the Lakers and the Timberwolves, I also agree that the Lakers is going to win that game, but I also wrote down that N is going to look good, though. He definitely he's going to perform and show up in that game. He's going to take a good amount of shots, like you said, trying to keep momentum from what happened last year. And now with Cat gone, it's he was already the guy, but it's really no question of who is the number one scoring option. The team is going as you go, and so I think he's going to come out, have a great game one, but it's not going to be enough, like you said, to overcome the Lakers.
And the Lakers suck at guarding guards.
Definitely
as well. They terrible at guarding guards.
So I think all of y'all chose the Lakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going the other way. I ain't gonna lie, I'm going the other way. I like Cat. I like Ant. I ain't gonna hold you. I love Ant-Man. Cat's going.
What about Julius?
That's the only thing I don't like. Them two playing together is gonna clog the paint up. I don't like that.
Game one, I don't think they're gonna figure it out by game one. I don't think it's gonna be figured out by game one.
The pick and pop with Cat and Ant,
it was
beautiful. Beautiful. Randall is not the 3-shooter that Cat
is. No.
But I just love Ant, bro. I love Ant. Give me Ant, man. Celtics open tonight, man. I don't want to talk about the Knicks, bro. I ain't talking about the Knicks. Give me Celtics open tonight, and that's nasty. I don't even want to pick that.
You don't want to talk about the Celtics either.
I don't want to talk about this. It's nasty.
So can I, about 30.
I want Sixers. I want to down, bro. That's my open tonight.
Can we get a draw?
Really? Huh?
Say, can we get a draw?
Can we get a draw?
On the game?
Bro, I can care. Yeah, I can care. I don't even want them to play that game. Postpone that joint. Let's get straight to, 7-6.
Straight to 76.
To the Sixers.
Basketball. I don't want to talk about them.
He's the big.
Yeah.
Respect, yeah.
I don't like Celtics. I don't like the Knicks, bro. Come on.
All right, so I got a question for you, Ian. So you brought up the Olympic thing and the whole JT situation. So I seen a video not yesterday but the day before, and it was basically saying that people that was over there around the Olympic teams, not none of the coaches, but people that was around the situation with JT not playing and et cetera, et cetera. There was numerous of people that came out and said they heard JT like say out his mouth like, okay, I feel as though I'm the best player here. Why the hell am I not playing? Do you think that's gonna be a problem?
Do I think that him feeling like he was the...
Elaborate on that. What you mean problem?
As far as when he come into the league, is he going to try this season? Is he going to try to prove that he's the best player in the league and may take away from the team? Because we keep talking about everybody got chips on their shoulder. The only one that has the right to have a chip on their shoulder is JT. I don't think Derek White or Drew should. I don't think the whole Boston Celtics should feel disrespected because they got rewarded and went to the Olympics over JT. Me personally.
I mean, I think, like I said, from the team perspective, it's just about how the league is acknowledging, like, nobody came back. Even when they was talking about when they teamed up in the Olympics, like, we all champions here, so it wasn't even like, oh, yeah, we here with the champions. It's just like, I got 2, he got 4. Like, it wasn't, y'all just won the championship 2 months ago. Like,
okay,
why is that nothing? And your question regarding JT, I don't think he got that kind of mentality. If he was here already, like if he was at Ant type of mentality in terms of how he approached the game, and he turned that next level up, like I gotta prove that I'm the best, and we could get a Kobe kind of performance where it's like I'm trying too hard to show who I am, and then I gotta adjust from there. But I don't think
that's kind of where I was trying to go.
I don't think JT's temperament is enough for him to like just do a 360 and become a different player, and now that affects their game style and the turnout of what games do.
Gotcha. I think one of the biggest knock, if anybody does have it on JT, is him being aggressive. Like, I think kind of the question you just posed, a turning point of that, I think, would up his aggression. And then, like you said, in the Olympics, he like, oh, I'm the best player here, so, like, what's going on? Everybody know he's not the best player. So even if he said that, nobody's attitude is changing. Everybody with the Boston Celtics know that everybody on the Boston Celtics knows he's the best player. I mean, you can believe it's JB or JT that's up for debate.
We split here. Put that out. We split here.
That's what I said. I don't even want to get into that.
But not today.
On the Boston Celtics, they whole organization down knows that JT is the best, and if they don't think that, it's 1A and 1B with JB. So
I'm not gonna say the best. I'm gonna say lead dog. Everybody know he lead dog. I'm not gonna say
JC
the best. Yeah, but everybody know that's your franchise.
Yeah, but on the Olympics, it's not close. He's not even up for consideration as.
But in his mind,
like what lead dog or best
in his mind,
we can't be mad at him for feeling like that either.
No, not
at all.
Man.
I'm talking about from the team perspective.
Oh yeah,
like they mentality not changing at all. Like little bro, you little bro essentially on the Celtics. You can't little bro take him like
you little bro in the Olympics to the old heads, and then Ant said I strapped you during the season, so how you the best player?
So
that's what he said. That's what JT little bro said. So he just Jason Tatum.
So sticking with people mentalities and everything, we're gonna talk a little bit about Wemby. So moving on to the topic too.
I love it.
The transitions be fire.
Yeah, he recently said that he's disappointed in how he's disappointed in the work ethic of some of the NBA stars around the league. Like he expected better from them, and when he got over there, it's not exactly what he thought it would be. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Like, I know we can't agree to disagree with him because we don't know what he personally experienced, but it's been a lot of reports going around recently. He's not the first one that said this, so it got to be some substance to it.
Bro, not only he not the first person to say it, but you can visibly see it on the court, bro. Because some of these European players that are coming over here, they look a whole lot better, and a lot of them, like IQ wise for the game,
It's higher.
Is there. A lot of us, we not fundamentally sound. A lot of us just know how to dribble and put the ball in the hole. But outside of that, we can't do nothing fundamentally for the game outside of that. So a lot of us, only thing we producing over here is scorers. They producing pure basketball players over there. And like a lot of these guys, when they get there, they're just comfortable with getting there. They're not putting the work and the effort in to get better. And it shows with like guys like Ben Simmons. He got the bag, and then
Didn't care.
what happened after?
And you still can't shoot a basketball.
Still can't shoot the basketball. Like, bro, like we what year is he in? 7, 8? And 7. And bro, we keep doing Ben Simmons off-season workouts. And him shooting
Exactly.
threes.
Didn't
Like,
he
bro,
just scream out like a
Like,
week
come
and a
on,
half
bro.
ago or 2 weeks ago? I mean, y'all forgot when I'm fully healthy, I'm a problem.
No, we don't care.
Ben is going into year 9. He got drafted in
Year 9 is nasty.
That's a long time.
And you just now trying to get it. That's nasty work. Oh,
Yeah, I definitely can say, like, in terms of Wemby, if you really listen to some of the best players that have been in the NBA, like
They've been saying that.
they've been saying it. Like it's nothing new. And you know, Wemby didn't name drop anybody, so we really can't say like, oh, this player not putting the work in. But like Will said, you can see it on the court. And then even with like being Kobe, he said, oh, when they asked him about taking a bunch of shots or why you don't pass, he like, if you're not putting the same kind of work in, why am I passing the ball?
Why am I giving you the same opportunity to shine in the
It's
game
straight
if
like
you're
that.
not putting in work?
Not like we as fans think that they're at the NBA level or they're in the NBA, and we just think that they putting the work in, but that's really not the case. You know, like they say, it is a job at the end of the day, and not everybody carries their job the same way that other people do. Like you listen to some even foreign player like podcasts, or they say like, oh yeah, like Thursday night we had a back-to-back in New York. I was at the club Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Like you not get like you might have dropped 30, but like. Cause you can
make you cool.
Yeah, that you not taking it serious though. Like not anybody should drop 30, but if you really liked it, if you a premier player, yeah, you can go out there and get 30, 40, but you could be so much better. Like Kobe said with Shaq, you could be exponentially better if you put that extra work in. So,
I mean, I don't really have too much of an opinion on it because, like he said, like the Kobe situation with Shaq. Shaq is still top 10, top 5 all time, and we talk about his work ethic, quote unquote, or we talk about AI with the practice stuff, and it's different opinions and reasons behind why he wasn't practicing and stuff like that. I do think that overall, like sometimes in our culture of basketball, just in the States, it's kind of a mentality and approach of like flashy is better. In terms of how it's received, so a lot of like the stuff that you see on social media and bars, like exactly like the goal of the objectives is exposure to be seen, and winners are seen, but it's people that are basic winners that are win. Yeah, exactly. You got to be exciting to make these pages, and a lot at this point in time, the pages provide views, provide followers, provide money. After you get a certain amount of followers, subscribers, whatever, that's money on any level, high school, college, the league, whatever. So at this point, a lot of these people are hooping because they talented and they've been playing since they was this big. Now they 13, 14, 15 and they have a name. Their name is a brand. I'm worried about my brand.
They're not worried about like actually being in the gym and trying to, you mean?
Whereas in Europe, we don't hear about you until you in college. Or like you in college.
Until you playing professionally at 15, 16 type.
Exactly. And we start to hear a little bit of you, and then you come up again at 19 when you ready to come overseas and play with us.
And so the one thing I will say, I'm going to jump back over to the first thing that Will said. Like you can see, it's on the court, and just like looking at this past draft, the first 2 picks was players from overseas. The first player that was picked here was Reed Shepherd, and he's fundamentally sound, but it's not a lot of players like Reed. And yes, I'm going to talk about Reed because that's my guy, H-Town. You mean? But yeah, you're a hater. But moving forward, yeah, because your man was home last year.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways,
where y'all was at?
Hold on. You know, we're not talking about us.
You started it.
They wasn't off.
I didn't say nothing about it.
Because I mean, my man Shingun got hurt.
Solid.
And Jalen Green started snapping.
Solid.
Yeah. So going back to the original topic,
Anyway.
you can argue right now that 4 of the top 5 players in the NBA are European born
Absolutely.
and not from here. Like if you look at like Embiid and Luka and Giannis and Jokic, yeah.
That's 4 right there.
That's 4 right there. Exactly. And are they not the top 4 in the game right now?
Did you say Joel? And technically,
Yeah, Joel. Are they not the top 4 in the game right now? And the 5th is kind of whoever you want to put at 5.
LeBron James.
Yeah, okay.
LeBron James.
And that's crazy that Bron came to the league in 03 and he's still our best American player. It's crazy. And this year at 22,
He's been our best
crazy.
American player for 22 straight
Years. It's crazy.
22 straight
And he
years.
about to go out there every 25, 7-7 again.
So like, is
sure.
it the love for the game that's not there, or what do y'all think is the problem?
I don't think it's the love of the game because like you can't get to that level and not love the game. Nope. Actually,
What is
I take
the
that
problem?
back. I'll take that back. Some people they like
Some people
what
just be
basketball.
talented.
No, they like what basketball can do for them.
Got you.
Like that, but being a professional athlete can provide you a lifestyle that it's literally like 1% of the population. Professional sports,
get,
period. All across NFL, MLB, NBA, all that is 1% of the population. So a lot of people like what it can provide for you versus actually loving the game. You could tell when somebody love the game. Like when they want to be in the gym, they want to get better year after year. You don't gotta go into the regular season question like, why you still can't do this or why you still can't do that?
Exactly.
No, they coming into the season
right,
and
bro.
they gonna be in the lab. You can see the improvement in the game.
For a lot of people in the States, basketball is a scapegoat. And that can be good or bad because it can lead to a passion or a love for something because it was your escape from something that could have kept you down. But it also can strictly just be an excuse to keep you away from whatever the trouble is. And a lot of times that's not self-motivated. That's a coach or a mom or an uncle in your ear like you need to play ball. Like for example, I don't know his whole story, but Shea Jordan was nice. He was scoring 50 at Emotep. He went to college. He was nice. St. John's, he was up St. John's trapping. He got kicked out. Where's Shea Jordan now? Last time I heard of him, he was on Instagram Live arguing with Dion.
Yeah.
You mean? But like outside of that, he a Philly legend, and he probably in the hood still doing the same shit because basketball wasn't what he wanted to do. That was
Bro,
just
I watched-
a way.
Can you guard me?
No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I watched the St.
No,
John's
like,
game.
can you
because
guard
of
me?
him, bro.
That's bro, exactly.
I watched the
Same,
St.
bro. I haven't
John's
watched
game because of him.
Shea Jordan and Chris Mullin. Chris Mullin was
Yeah.
and Shea Jordan was there.
Yeah.
I mean, he got kicked out. I don't think that he loved basketball, and if he did, he didn't love it enough to put the other stuff behind him. But like we said, over Europe, that's what they doing from
And I think
15.
That'd be their whole life. Honestly.
To your point, I do think it is for American players a lack of love of the game, bro.
It gotta be.
It gotta be, man.
It gotta be.
has to be because like it's like, just off of talent wise,
Yeah, bro.
Y'all
we
got
are
it.
the most talented country. Period.
Like if you think about it,
And
just about whatever we
athletic-wise,
tend
it's
to try
us.
to put our mind and effort
It's
and
us.
energy into, like
It's us. But like I don't like the love just seems like it's just not there for a lot of these young players, man. Like it seems like you said, they get distracted by the money and fame because for most of us it's a way out, and then we get our way out and then make me just comfortable.
Bro, it's black athletes and American athletes that's getting banned from their leagues for gambling. You making millions of dollars to play
play
a
a
sport
game that you're
professionally, and
supposed
then
to
you gonna
love,
bet
bro.
on it
Yeah,
and lose your job, risk your job because you want to bet.
You're absolutely right.
Like,
and who was
forgot
that?
about
That was
that.
MPJ brother, right?
Yeah.
MPJ brother did it. Calvin Ridley did it. Like,
Really did do
like,
it.
Mr.
like,
Whole
No, but really ain't bet on football. But it don't matter
Like,
though.
like,
Still don't
yeah,
matter.
like, come
He was. I
on,
think
bro,
he bet
like-
on basketball or something. That's why he don't. Yeah. But yeah.
Hey man,
So moving on to the second part of that topic, we got some Sixers fans in the building, and the chat was blowing up. How y'all feel about the PG hyperextension injury?
I was scared to death. I
He's
ain't
a
gonna
goofy.
hold you. It was crazy.
you said
I
he's a
was not-
goofy.
Absolutely.
Did you see the highlight?
I did see the highlight, bro.
What did he do?
He was
planted-
just stepping back. Yeah,
he
playing it
planted and
wrong.
he slipped. He hyperextended his knee and he walked off the court. He just lived the life.
Why he can't just stay healthy?
He's
bro?
just Paul George, bro. That's all. If
Why
that
he
was
can't just stay healthy?
bro, if that was Kelly
Why he gotta
Oubre.
be a goofy though?
Bro,
Cause he
right.
Why he
He
can't
planted and hyperextended his leg, bro. If that was Kelly Oubre, it'd be like, get well soon, Kelly. We'll see you by game night. But it's Paul. It's game one, but it's Paul George. So it's like,
No,
come
I
on,
don't
bro.
think it's that deep, but it's like, why do you just be healthy?
Paul
Is my
George,
point.
so
Like,
it's- he is drawn. You
But
going right at him,
bro, like it be
Right.
different. Like when we watch AD get hurt, it's like AD came down on some soft shit.
All
And
right,
he was
all right,
like,
all right. I got you. So let me just get this off real quick, because I see where this is going. So I'm not really focused on this injury because this injury is not a big major concern.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, like we said when we first got him, the negative that everybody was saying was, is him and Embiid gonna be healthy come playoff time? Preseason start and he already hurt. Okay, this not gonna be a lingering injury, maybe, but the problem is. The problem is this gonna happen game 6, game 17? Like, bro, you been in the Sixers jersey 48 hours.
Like why y'all think we just yapping though? Like,
Cause like we not
bro,
saying
just
it for no
stay.
reason.
Why he
Like,
can't be healthy?
like, come on.
but he
But
played
look,
more games than
it
half the
hasn't
team
been-
the last 2 years.
Yeah. Half our team, bro. He did. Did he
And
not?
and his team, he played.
Yes.
I think he dominated in minutes and games played.
He played
He was
more-
consistent throughout the playoffs. They keep losing because Kawhi.
It's
And where's
not there.
Kawhi right now?
Hold on. Yeah, we go.
vacation.
We
About to
go.
retire.
We got to clarify the consistent during the playoff. He was consistently
on the
there.
court.
Yeah, on
court.
court.
Consistently on the
All right,
court.
look, he going to court and
best
Embiid
ability is
is consistently
availability.
not on
You
the
right.
court.
You right. Availability, the
bro.
best ability. You right. I apologize.
Now, when he there, he got to step it up. But you know,
So this not nothing of concern for you guys.
I'm not concerned, bro. Let's
not too much. No.
No.
let's
Well, no, so
it's
wait,
82
wait.
games in a year.
What did concern me is the fact that I don't know if it came out that Paul George is not playing back to backs either, but I didn't like
The
I
fact
seen
that
him-
Embiid back to back,
Yeah, I
John.
didn't like that. I mean, I get it. We got 7 back to backs, so we just counting him out of before the season
7
start. We
games.
just
7
taking him out of
games.
7 games from the rip.
That's only 7
I don't-
games.
Still,
That's-
7 to
that's
82.
only-
I'm
still
okay with it.
7 games to start. We didn't even tip
Yeah.
off, and we already counting out 7 games.
Cool.
but you
You saying
adjusted
it's
to how
Joel
the
because he
player
already
is.
be missing games.
He already be missing
All right,
games
but-
for injury,
okay,
and
got
we just
you.
gonna take
My
off
thing-
7 from
all
the
right,
rip.
my thing
He not
is-
even hurt. We just alright. We not just in case. Come on, what we doing?
So, Will, let me ask you a question.
case?
Let me ask you a question. Would you
He's
rather
gonna get
have?
hurt regardless.
Got you. Would you rather have Joel Embiid for a primetime January 12th matchup against the fucking Bucks? Excuse me, a primetime January 12th matchup against the Bucks, or would you rather have him for round 2, game 7, fully
Oh
healthy?
yeah, you absolutely right. But you know Embiid and you know Embiid's body. He never comes into the season in shape. He has to play his way in shape. And if we just counting off the games, how in shape he gonna be if he just not playing because he don't want to play?
The nights the nights that he's sitting out and don't play, that don't mean his big self don't work out that day. That don't mean you lay in
Do you
bed.
not see that man?
No,
He work out.
he's gonna have to.
Yeah,
He don't have
he
no
lost 30
choice.
pounds. I mean,
Yeah, you didn't.
a
I
lot
know
of
you
weight.
seen a report that he
Bro,
lost the weight.
that's a
I
lot
know
of
you
weight,
seen a
bro.
report that he
They
lost
say
the weight,
niggas
bro. He
lose
didn't have
weight
no.
every year.
And do
And
they
he-
not come back looking like they lost
Bro,
weight,
last
bro?
year,
Man,
last year when Harden was there, they said Embiid is coming back in the best shape he's ever been in. Did y'all see that man when he came back when Harden was
Yeah,
there?
he won
was
MVP.
not- he was in shape all year.
He won
no,
MVP.
He played his way into shape. He
And
didn't
he won
start the
MVP.
season. Yeah, but he played games. He played the games,
bro,
bro.
it's only 7 games though. You act like he missing 25 games,
exactly.
bro.
And hold on, if I'm not mistaken, was that not like game 3 or game 4 of the
That's
season
7.
where he snapped and
Seven
he
is
not
gonna-
in shape
that
and he
7 is gonna
snapped?
turn into 25.
That's 75 out of 82 though.
That 7 is gonna turn into
And
25.
first of all, hold on, because we gotta mention the fact that Joel was teams with Harden, and if anybody can show you how to play while not being in shape,
It's
he the
James.
best man to do
James.
it. Came into the season fat and
Fat
was
shit.
averaging a triple double until
he
they
was
traded him. That's
strong,
crazy.
bro. And then as soon as he got traded, he lost the weight.
Lost the weight overnight.
That was a crazy joke.
Crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, if that's all we got for that topic, we gonna move on to topic 3. Switching over to the NFL now. So I need you guys, NFC leaders, going into week 7.
All right, we go with the quick pick 6.
Mm-hmm.
This is week. What we in? Week 7.
Yes.
Yeah, quick pick 6. Week 7. I got the Vikes.
Ew.
That's
Right one.
obvious.
Okay.
Lions, Packs. Lions is obvious. Packers is
They tied that 2 or at
no,
2
my
and
bad,
3?
my bad. No, Lions 2.
Got you.
Packers 3. Sorry.
you.
Lions is obvious. Packers, I give them the 9 because a lot of teams got the same record. It's like 5 teams in the NFC, 4-2.
Yep.
They wins without Jordan Love. It's elite to
Two
be
of
able to
them.
get 2 of them with
Two
Malik
of them.
Willis. When everybody thought Malik Willis was on his way out the league, shout out to them. Bucks number 4, Commanders number 5, and then Falcons number 6. They be asking why they above the Falcons if you know they beat them.
Wait, can we do the last?
Yeah. Commanders 5, Falcons 6. Falcons beat the Bucks. But I like the Bucks over the Falcons because one, they got 2 of the same kind of quality wins, right? So the Bucks and the Falcons, they both beat us. The Bucks smashed us. It honestly wasn't close. And then they also smashed y'all. So they got 2 blowout wins. The Falcons also got another blowout win. Panthers. But the Bucks are the 2 wins, the Commanders and the Lions. Falcons on the other hand is the Panthers. And then you also have Saints too. So I kind of like, even though the Falcons did beat them, I like their quality wins a little better. And then if all the Falcons games have been close. Only team they really smashed on is the Panthers.
Yeah.
But outside of that, all their games, like us, was close. They beat us on the final drive when they played the Bucks. That joint was close. It went to OT. They won 36-30. And then the Commanders in the middle of them because, they 4-2, and one of their losses was the first week against the Bucks. And then Lamar smashed on every NFC team that's standing from him.
So John, your list a little interesting. I can't wait to talk about
it's
it.
lengthy as hell.
Yeah, but we gonna move on to it.
I did a top 5 too. I got the Lions number 1. I don't
Gotcha.
care that the Vikings are undefeated. I think the Lions wins are more impressive.
I don't believe that much in Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
bro.
like
I get it, he played great football,
they have
bro,
to
but I don't
be,
believe
yeah,
that
they
much
have
in
to be
Sam
number
Darnold.
2 because they undefeated and they beat CJ and the Texans.
Gotcha.
But they can't be number 1. I think that the Lions,
Not on my list.
like
Lions
the
are
Lions
number
beat the Rams when Cooper Kupp and Puka was starting.
They beat the Niners too, though.
They beat who?
Toward the Vikings.
They beat the Niners.
Everybody beat the Niners this year.
They beat the Niners. They beat the Packers.
They beat
They
the
also
Packers
beat the
the
Jets.
week 1
They
off,
beat the
off the
Jets.
injury, and they smashed on the Giants. But the Lions beat who? They beat the Rams. They annihilated the Cowboys.
Beat the
Put that in
Cardinals.
there.
And they beat the Cardinals, and when they beat the Seahawks, Kenneth Walker had 3 touchdowns. Gino threw for
That
400
was a shootout
yards.
game. Yeah, that's a
And
good
they still won by 2 possessions.
And
The
at
game
that
wasn't
time,
close, actually.
at that time, both teams was undefeated. I think. Yeah.
No, the Seahawks was
Seahawks
3-1 at the
undefeated.
time, though.
No, they was 3-1.
They was 3-1 at the time.
Who get
Yeah,
them their first out? Was
I
it
don't
them?
remember, but they was
Was it-
3-1 at the time though.
It was somebody they wasn't supposed to lose to. I know that though.
Or that actually.
I think that was their first out, and then they lost the following week to the Giants too.
Yeah, you're
On some-
right.
on some
That
BS,
started they losing streak.
Disgusting.
So I got Lions 1, Vikings 2, Bucks I got at 3 because I think their key wins are a little bit more impressive than the Falcons. They the only blemish on the Lions record right now. They smashed on y'all. Sorry to say it, and they put up 50 points in that win. That's impressive.
That's crazy.
They scored 37 points against the Commanders as well, and the Commanders are a legit team. They seem to be it so far. So that's their 4-2. I'll take that, and then the Falcons right at 4 after that because they played close in the Chiefs games. They beat us in a close game at the end. Kirk things. Not in prime time, but he showed out. They won in the shootout against the Bucks, who I have ranked slightly above them, and they also beat y'all. But their 2 losses are KC and Pitt, and Pittsburgh not that good. It's just a solid defense, and it was week 1 figuring it out. 5, I'll go Commanders. I just think that even though Jaden looks great, Brian Robinson looks great, they figuring it out, and they getting through weeks. They have a 4-2 record, and the 4 teams that they beat have combined 7 wins so far.
So yeah.
They beat the Bengals, the Giants,
the Bucks.
the Bucks. They lost to the Bucks. They beat the Bengals, the Giants, and 2 other teams, the Browns, and I think the Panthers. They play Panthers this week, but whoever else they beat is like y'all. Again, the 2-win team. So not to say it's not impressive, but the strength of schedule hasn't been super impressive so far. So I'll put them at 5 on the list, and I'm not putting the Packers on the list because Jordan Love has missed two of those games. That's they 4 wins. So Jordan Love himself is 2-2, and they 2 wins is against the Colts and the Titans. I'm not giving them a whole lot of props for that. I'm not trying to draw either.
No, we suck, bro. So I'm only doing 4. Both of y'all did what, 5, right?
Yeah.
I did 6.
Alright. my list pretty simple, bro. I got Detroit at 1, same reasons that Ian got. Minnesota at 2. Only just off the simple fact that they undefeated, and I think this is where we start differentiating at. Who you had at 3?
Bucks.
I got Falcons at 3.
Okay.
I don't know, bro. Kirk got 2 primetime dubs, bro.
He do.
They look good, and I have Bucks at 4. And I'll just throw a fifth one in there, just off the simple fact that, bro, I like the way the Bears defense been playing. Bears defense been playing really good. Caleb ain't been turning the ball over. I like their defense. It either could have went to Washington. Jalen Daniels been playing great football, bro.
The Bears is my honorable mention.
Great football. I like the Bears defense is great, bro.
Whole division.
It's crazy.
Bears defense been balling, bro. Bears defense been balling.
Got you. So my list is a little different from everybody. So one, I'm.
Do you still have the Saints in there?
No, come on, bro.
All right.
We not even gonna get into it right
I know
now.
you're a homer.
No.
I just had to ask.
I know you want me to ask about the 09 Super Bowl.
Chips.
So yeah, number one, I got the Lions for sure. There's not too much to talk about there. They've been number one on my list, I think, since the start, and they haven't moved. Still number one. Number two, I got the Vikings for the simple fact that they undefeated. Then you also got to take into account they're playing the Lions this week, so right now they're playing for the number one spot. Whoever win that game, regardless, if the Vikings win that game, regardless of how they win that game, they're going to have to be number one.
For sure.
So yeah, they at number two right now, and then this is where stuff start to change for me. So I'm judging based on a week to week basis, and so I'm taking into consideration the fact that it's week one, or it may be a rookie or a team performed better than they have been performing lately. So at three, I got the Commanders right now at number three. Jaden Daniels have been playing outstanding football. They have been playing good teams. So they beat the Bengals. That's one team. Another team that you forgot to mention. They beat. Listen though,
2-4.
and the other dub is the Cardinals. The Cardinals is not a bad team at all. Are you about to sit here and say the Cardinals are a bad team? They just beat the 49ers.
We just established
49ers
earlier.
are 3-3.
And then you just screamed out week one how they should have beat Buffalo.
They should have beat Buffalo, but they did what? Lost.
They folded.
Yeah.
So we saying that
Twice back they folded in week one.
So
and
the
week two.
Cardinals are not a legitimate win, and it's not just the fact they beat them; they blew them the hell out, 42-14. Is that not legitimate?
So can you grade the Cardinals real quick?
The Cardinals right now, I would have them at a C plus right now. C plus.
You got him at F?
No, I said A through F. Just
He said A through F. I would grade the Cardinals right now at a C plus.
I'll probably get the Cardinals a C minus.
Yeah. That's
Okay, and they blew them out 42-14. Okay, cool. And then they went on the road to Baltimore. He didn't look bad in that game at all. He got outplayed by Lamar, but that's a two-time MVP.
He beat Daniel Jones by 3 points. No touchdowns on the Giants side.
And that was week one.
Okay.
And he was a rookie quarterback making his first start in the NFL. I just said I was taking that into consideration. That's why I'm not really holding that game.
But that's also
against
week
him.
one for Daniel Jones too, and Daniel Jones has since played better as well. If he played week 3 or week 4 Malik Neighbors, whichever one didn't have a
How
concussion,
many
that's a
years
different
Daniel
game too.
Jones been in the league though?
But
You talk about
that's
a
a
rookie
big difference.
quarterback
Okay, and a
opposed
rookie
to a
receiver.
quarter. But a rookie quarterback is the hardest position of football to
I
play,
agree.
bro.
I agree.
A rookie
But it's still
quarterback
a different
opposed to
impact
a rookie receiver or a quarterback that been in the league for 5-6 years.
But
That's
we
a
can
big
see
difference.
even in Marv though. Marv didn't have a great week one either.
No, that's because Kyler ain't throwing the ball. And then Kyler sat down the press conference after the game and said, "It's not my job to get him the ball."
Right. And then the next week he threw
He
him the
threw him the
ball
ball
and he had 4
100 times.
receptions.
Yeah.
4 receptions.
I guess it was his job that week to throw him the
Two
ball.
tutties.
So right now I got the Commanders at 3, and right now I got the Eagles at 4. And so my reasoning for having I'm about to tell you. So my reasoning for having the Eagles at 4, my reason for having the Eagles at 4 is strictly off of their roster. So you're not going to tell me that 2 years straight y'all not going to be able to get production out of this roster. The Eagles got a top 5, if not top 3 roster in the NFL.
Absolutely,
right now.
that wasn't the
On
question,
offense
though.
and defense. And so with that being said, the fact that they right now, y'all said that 4-2 right now.
We
Y'all-
3 and
We
2.
3. Yeah, we 3.
Oh yeah, y'all had the bye week. You had the bye week, right?
We about to
y'all
play the,
3 and 2. Y'all about to
Giants.
play the Giants. I spoke too soon, but y'all will be sitting at 4-2. You mean after this weekend?
Because I'm pretty sure Ian thinking the same thing I am. Are we wrong for shaking our heads internally? Are
No,
you thinking that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
because your defense has been really inconsistent.
And the
but
defensive play calling
Second-
sucked.
Yes,
No, the
but the
secondary.
games the defense has showed up, have they not looked like a championship defense?
Shout out to you, Dan.
The games they showed up,
He's
they
saying
looked
everything
like
you wanna
a
hear?
championship defense.
Yes, I said that.
They've been playing inconsistent, but
For sure.
so they playing inconsistent, but this is week 7.
Yeah,
we got
we don't have an
we got
impressive
what 11, 12 more weeks to go. If they get consistent, it's raps.
But we don't
But
have
that's
an
what-
impressive
Dog,
record,
them other
And
teams
we-
on your list not beating them if they get consistent.
But we said the same thing for 10 weeks last year. If we get consistent, if we get consistent, if we stop turning the ball over, we stop doing these things, then we won't be in these situations late game. We keep surviving. We got to turn up. We got to clean up. And then what we do, fall apart.
I told y'all that was coming, and I kept telling y'all about y'all man turning the ball over. Y'all was too worried about Dak turning the ball over, and y'all man was turning that shit over worse.
But internally, I was watching it happen too. We was doing the same thing week in and week out.
You're not justifying what you just said, then. Because you just said he was turning the ball over, but then last week was the first week he didn't turn the ball over.
No. I was talking about last year.
Last week he was off.
Okay, but now this year he's doing the same thing.
He's still turning the ball over, but the difference between this year and last year is he don't have a Saquon in the backfield. So if he's turning around and he's handing the ball off to Saquon and he's coming down on the turnovers, that's a recipe for success.
And what about our wins?
Y'all wins. So at the time y'all beat us, that was a good quality win.
Absolutely.
So I will give y'all that win. And I'm trying.
Isn't that the game that you was mad because all your linemen got knocked out?
Yes.
Okay.
But
and that was also the game where he was texting the group chat talking about I love y'all coach
because y'all coach was
we missed out on like 9 points.
Y'all was overcoming y'all coach decisions that game out on the field. Y'all was.
He was playing against the New Orleans Saints and Nick Sirianni.
Oh my God.
Okay, what about the Browns?
Hold on, because I got to bring this up. I'm sorry, but Jordan Davis was LT that day.
Basically.
And Jalen Carter was who?
Jalen Carter. I don't know who. Dexter Aaron Donald on his prime. That's who he was. They was just. Every time I turned around, they was on Derek Carr. Derek Carr.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Turn his head.
Every time. It was reps. But yeah, so I got y'all at 4. Y'all just gotta get consistent. Y'all got a good quality win. I'll give y'all that. The Browns, that's not a good quality win. Y'all defense looked better than they did the previous week. Y'all just needed to stop the run. Deshaun Watson stopped himself passing the ball. He played a little better in the second half.
That was the best he played.
I'm about to say, Amari Cooper was out there driving passes too.
He was. So yeah, I was about to say, Deshaun Watson played a little better in the second half. But in that first half, he was nowhere to be found like it's been the last, year and a half, almost 2 years.
I appreciate you showing the Eagles some love then when we don't.
Yeah, so then at the number 5 spot, so I don't have a certain team at 5. I got 3 teams that could be at 5. I'm going to start with the Packers. The Packers, the way that they'll jump into the top 5 is if they beat the Texans this week.
They won't.
Yeah, I don't care who win that game, but we just got to say, if they win that game, they'll jump into the top 5. Then I got the Bucks that can also go there at 5. They going up against Baltimore. Now we know that Baltimore blow games. They just blew a game to the Raiders. They just damn near blew the game to the Cowboys a couple weeks back. So this is a winnable game realistically. Now we know the whole NFC, Lamar going up against the NFC, but I don't really care about stats like that honestly. So this could be a winnable game. If they win this game, they'll move into the top 5. And then I also got the 49ers. Now the reason I got the 49ers at maybe 5 is because they beat a good Seahawks team, even though I expected that to happen. Okay, they just had their bye week. No, they didn't have their bye week. They played on Thursday night. But they coming up this week, they play the Chiefs. So if they beat the Chiefs and get the Chiefs their first loss of the season, we get that the Chiefs are banged up, but we're not going to act like Kareem Hunt is a slouch. He's not a slouch at the running back position, and they got more wide receivers than just I can't even think right now.
Juju?
No. Oh yeah, Juju is back and he's been performing like he's supposed to. They still got Travis over there. Xavier Worthy is still over there. So that'll be a good win. If they're able to pick up that win, they'll jump into the top 5. So it's 3 teams that could play their way into the top 5.
You like the Bears over the Falcons? And I mean, you like them over the Falcons and the
yes.
The Bears?
So let me jump into the Bears for a second. Well, hold on.
You don't like it? You don't
let me jump into it. Listen. So I didn't hear your question.
They better than the Eagles defense.
Who, the Bears?
Yes.
Hold on, Will. You get ahead of yourself. So
it's not.
Hold on. So I like the Bears defense. Yes. Their corners are good, and their defensive line can stop the run. So that's a good quality defense. Mm-hmm. The problem is their offense is the problem. Their offense.
I ain't say shit about the offense.
Yeah, but you talking about them being a top 5 team. You can't be a
Caleb ain't been losing them games. The same thing. I think we had this off the pod. We was talking about John was talking with the Bo Nix.
And guess what?
Haven't been losing.
And guess what? Caleb ain't lose them games, but he also ain't win them 2 of them games. The Titans game, he didn't win that game.
It was that defense, right?
Yes. And guess what? And listen. And the Jags game, It was not the Bears' defense. The Jags literally gave that game away. We all sat down and watched that game at 9:30 a.m. and now I'm on it right now. Cause ain't no way. Cause I'm a Trevor fan and now we gotta talk about this. Cause ain't no way y'all go out there and y'all drop 4 touchdown passes.
One drop.
Gabe Davis,
and one
you
drop.
dropped 2. Christian
4 and
Kirk,
one drop.
you dropped 1. And you look and Brian Robinson Jr. You're a rookie, but that's unacceptable. You dropped 1.
Brian Thomas.
Yeah, Brian Thomas. So your 3 starting wideouts combined for 4 drop touchdowns.
Yep.
Your starting tight end, granted, Everett Ingram just got back from injury, but you can't catch a 40-yard bomb and then fumble.
Yeah.
Catch a 40-yard bomb and then fumble. Okay, cool. The backup not the backup running back. The starting running back get the ball.
The starting backup.
Yeah, the starting backup running back. You fumble the damn ball. Okay, so we dropping touchdowns. We're fumbling, and the defense can't stop nobody. Every time the Bears touch the ball, they score.
Shout out to the Bears.
That was disgusting. I don't know what Doug Peterson got going on over there, but he needs to get it together against Drake May. I swear to God, if he lose to Drake May
Bro, he knocked the dick
9:30
on
in the
the
morning,
plane,
he
bro.
better not get on that plane.
He's stuck it.
He better not get on that plane.
Hey, Dougie P, go see the Eiffel Tower or something, baby.
Yo, real rap.
He coming back.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. But yeah, that's my top 5. I'm not. The Bears are not really in no consideration. They haven't beat.
Can you talk about the Falcons?
Yeah. Let's talk about the Falcons. Okay, boom. Okay, they lost to the Chiefs. Okay, cool. The game that they beat the Eagles, y'all gave them that game. 1, it was coaching errors, and then 2, the drop catch by Saquon, and then 3, y'all defense just ain't guard nobody. Y'all was getting pressure all night, and then on the last drive, y'all just stopped getting pressure.
Y'all was getting pressure all night.
Y'all just gave that game away. That wasn't a Falcons.
The wide
winning it.
receivers was
you
open
can't
in the
say
middle
that,
of the
though.
field all night.
Because they executed.
They executed
And they won
on
the game.
offense when they needed to, but the problem is on defense, they should have never got that ball back. That was a coaching error
not the Falcons'
that
fault,
they
though.
got the ball back, and then also that was the Eagles' offense not executing the play, being the reason that they didn't get the ball back.
You know, you talking about the team that you put at number 4, right? As the excuse
Yes.
as to why the Falcons
Yes.
not in
and
consideration.
that was what week 2.
All right, bro.
Yeah, okay, and I'm also going, and then also I'm gonna talk about the time that the Falcons beat the Saints. We wasn't fully healthy. We was way healthier than we are right now. So that was still a good quality win. They offense did not score a touchdown. Let me tell you the way that they beat us, because I'm pissed off. They beat us with a pick 6. They beat us with a muffed punt return and 5 field goals. They offense got in the red zone 1 time in 60 minutes, and we lost that game.
And how many points did y'all score that game?
We scored 24. They scored 27. And they didn't have an offensive touchdown. They got in the red zone 1 time. That was not an offensive win. That was the Saints making mistakes. A muff punt that led to 6 points. A pick 6. Those was their only 2 touchdowns of the game.
But is that not testament to their defense, though? That's still
I
part
was
of
gonna
the
say that, but 24 points is
listen
24 points,
though. I'm not gonna say it's a testament to the defense because 1, Rashid, you don't go and try to return a punt on the 1 yard line. At that point, move out the way, let it bounce in the end zone and start at the 30. You try to catch it at the 1, you dropped it in the end zone and they just jumped on the ball. Okay, 7 points. No, that's not defense, nothing. Okay, cool. The Derek Carr pick 6, it's a screenplay. Boom. What's the name? He breaks through. Derek Carr is trying to dirt the ball. It hits the DN on the foot. It pops up in the air. One of the middle linebackers just grabs it and just takes off.
That's not defense.
That's not defense. The Falcons did not. They won the game, but come on. Is that a credible win? I think not. The only credible win for me was that shootout they had Thursday night when they went out there and beat the Bucks. And right now I got the Bucks at maybe a number 5. So how can I have the Falcons in the top 5 and the only credible win is the Bucks?